To live. To thrive. United in purpose.
So how's that working out for you? Thought so. Don't you just love it when your united governing body retreats back to Saul, leaving the good, hard-working folks out here to hold the line? Well, I mean, those parade uniforms aren't going to press themselves. Am I right?
Now is the time for DefenseCon 2956. It's about the crews who don't make the headlines. The pilots who don't take orders. The mechanics, the gunners, the haulers, the miners, the everyday heroes. This year, we build for them. Built by all your favorite manufacturers who understand that out here, you're your own backup. DefenseCon 2956. Stand up, and we'll stand with you.
Cosmic.
To live. To thrive. United in purpose.
So how's that working out for you? Thought so. Don't you just love it when your united governing body retreats back to Saul, leaving the good, hard-working folks out here to hold the line? Well, I mean, those parade uniforms aren't going to press themselves. Am I right?
Now is the time for DefenseCon 2956. It's about the crews who don't make the headlines. The pilots who don't take orders. The mechanics, the gunners, the haulers, the miners, the everyday heroes. This year, we build for them. Built by all your favorite manufacturers who understand that out here, you're your own backup. DefenseCon 2956. Stand up, and we'll stand with you.
cracking.
And whether you are joining us here in iHotel Zonely or watching from afar, we are so glad to have you with us. We have a packed program ahead, but first, I want to recognize the people who make this event possible. Yeah. Okay, we are incredibly honored to have EchoBit with us, the #1 VTuber racer in Star Citizen and the mastermind behind our racing event. It is a privilege to collaborate with you once again.
Hello,
And of
friends.
course,
Lovely
a
to see
huge
you.
thanks to Jane. Okay, good afternoon. All right, and of course, a huge thanks to Jay, our amazing MC, who is back to bring a signature energy to our stage today. Finally, I would like to express our gratitude to our sponsors, CIG and Planet Ring and White Wolf. And White Wolf, please wave your hand over here. and he's one of the huge sponsor for the digital ship in the game today. And now I'll handle thing over to Jay. Take us through the rest of the day in Chinese. Jay, floor is yours.
对，那今天这个场地，首先我们要先感谢 iHotel， 那他们提供了这个非常好的场地，他们这次也做了很多的改进。首先，我们这次直接在这个电脑上面就有星际公民了，应该很少有看到网吧在游戏电脑里面有星际公民了。所以上一次参加活动的人经历过的那个游戏卡半个小时，应该这次希望不会再发生了。当然是 CIG 我们还是不好说，所以但是还是感谢这个 iHotel 提供一个非常好的场地，还有今天的这个蜘蛛吧，大家等一下还可以继续去吃。好，然后一样我们感谢 EchoBit，our sponsor from US。那他们这次给我们提供了等一下要举办的赛船比赛，还有非常多的这些大家看到的滑鼠垫、海报，很多的这些东西都是由 EchoBit 他们支持，他们整个团队支持的。然后呢，这次有一个非常夺目的这个东西，就是中间的这台 F8C 的模型。那这个是由清环重工他们提供的，包含在今天的奖品里面也有2台的这个 F8C 模型，大家有机会可以赢回去。所以说，如果有想要参加今天的活动，现场绝对都还是可以报名的。那这个 F8C 的模型就是清环重工提供，他们目前呢准备在6月要提供出这一波 F8C 模型的产品，之后还会有锤头鲨的模型。所以大家如果有兴趣的话，到时候可以扫描这个 QR code 去他们的商店看一下，然后预购用我们今天 Bar Citizen 你们的那张电子的门票可以有折扣，然后预购的话会有多前面的这一个小水晶展示品，所以大家的那个门票要留好，那个 email 不要随便就删掉了。然后呢，没有。对，就是画面上的这个 QR code， 大家直接扫描就可以到他们的淘宝商店。好，那今天还有最后一个要感谢的就是我们的白龙，他提供了非常多的奖品给大家。这个大家等一下听我们分享奖品内容的时候，就会知道白狼这次超级夸张。那除了白狼之外呢，这次我们还有非常感谢 CIG， 也有提供我们非常多的游戏内的船来作为我们这次的奖品。好，所以我一直说奖品，我们来跟大家说一下今天的活动流程。所以呢，我们等一下这个开场完了之后，大家可以继续聊天、吃东西。那到大概2点，大概1点45的时候呢，我们会进行第一场的比赛，那就是我们的空战。哦，那这个我们希望最多可以有8个人参加。那参加空战呢，不是互打，所以大家不用担心打不赢 turns。哦，我们就是大家进去 Arena Commander 里面，我们一起打 Vendu， 一起打外星人，然后看谁杀得多。那你想要开什么船都可以，所以你想要开Idris进去打，你想要开锤头鲨进去打也可以。哦，那就是限时10分钟，就看你可以杀多少个 Vendu。那第一名呢，可以得到游戏内，这是 CIG 提供的一个 Saber Firebird 的游戏内的这个飞船，然后呢，你也会有一个 EchoBit 的专属的这个实体的 T 恤，然后还有 EchoBit 他们在游戏内的 Origin 的那个服装，所以你可以得到实体的服装，还可以得到游戏内的服装，还有一个 Firebird。那第2名呢，你可以得到一个 Prospector， 就是那个小挖矿船，然后一样也是有这个游戏内的 EchoBit 他们的服装，然后还有 T 恤。那就算你都没有得名也没有关系，所有的参赛者都还是可以拿到1件的这个 T 恤。OK， 那这是我们的空战，所以大家可以踊跃参加一下。那空战结束之后，我们会让大家再休息一下，再补充一点能量，然后就进到我们一定要有的赛船环节。那赛船环节呢，也是一样进行3场的赛船。那我们一样是取前3名。那赛船的第1名奖品就非常好了，第1名就是再掉一个最终嘛，所以等于是4场，有一个决赛。对，好，那第1名的奖品就非常好，第1名奖品就是这一个 F8C 的模型。这个模型我们会一直摆在这边，大家等一下都可以过来看。它其实有一些零件什么，然后会发光，对，然后它的武器是磁铁的，这样酷。对，第一名的这个是已经组好的，哦，你就不用自己组，不用担心说自己不会组。对，第一名就是已经组好的。然后呢，一样就是有 T 恤跟游戏内的服装。那第二名呢，我们就是游戏内的服装跟 T 恤，那一样所有的参赛者都可以拿到一个 T 恤，所以大家也可以踊跃参加，试着争夺一下这一个 F8C 的模型。好，那如果你真的都不想参加这些比赛，或者是就真的没有得名，没有关系，我们最后还有一个抽奖环节。那抽奖环节的奖品，这次真的加起来非常非常的多。首先呢 ，CIG 提供了我们一台 Argo Moth，OK， 那个新的 Argo 跟那个挖矿船长得很像的那一艘。然后呢，还有一艘 RSI Hermes， 就是从阿波罗系列改来的那一艘船。然后还有一个 Drake Clipper， 就是那一艘翻车鱼一样的船。好，但是里面有那个制作系统，说不定之后会很有用。这些都是 CIG 提供的。然后呢，我们的大佬白狼这一次提供了，首先呢2台的极光 Mark II， 所以是新的极光，没有错。然后呢，再来一台新鲜刚出的后 B， 想要运货的要把握住这个后 B。然后一样还有一个最大奖铁甲船 Assault 哦，是那个突击型的铁甲船，这个就厉害了吧。所以这些都是我们抽奖的环节，由白狼大佬提供的。然后呢，最后就是新环重工也有在提供一台这个 F8C 的模型，可以抽给大家。那这个 F8C 的模型就是没有组好的，对，没有组好的，大家回去可以自己组。对，它也是有灯组、有支架，然后可以自己把它组装起来。好，所以这就是我们的到时候抽奖的内容。那这就会是我们今天的整个流程。我们抽奖完了之后，大家就可以一直聊天到我们活动结束。那等一下就是，如果有任何人想要报名参加，不管是赛船也好，还是空战也好，都可以随时来找我们，好吧？那一样，再次感谢大家今天来参加。那我们就让大家继续聊天、吃东西吧。谢谢大家。
那我们现在要请今天有报名Vendu 的2位，已经有先报名的是一位是 Terence， 然后还有一位是
那个
Stanley。那可能要请你们先上1号机和2号机，或者是选任何一台你们喜欢的。那今天现场所有的电脑几乎都是有摇杆的，所以只要你们想要玩，或者是你们要用键鼠玩，其实都可以玩。然后 Stanley 的话，可能那一台电脑并不是比赛电脑，可能要请你移到其他台有贴号码才是。对，那我们现场还有征求说，至少现在这一场比赛，我们还希望可以征求2位再上来跟我们大家一起游玩的，有没有愿意的呢？
现在不愿意。
打本度是吗？对，要打本度，那可以直接登你们自己的 SC 的账号。好，那第2把的呢？第2把我们现在1把是4个人，所以第2把的可能先过来这边跟我们讲一下。对。
Hello everyone tuning in. We're at Taiwan Bar Citizen. We are getting set up for a Vandal Swarm tournament now. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. We're at Taiwan City at the beautiful esports theatre of iHotel. We're getting our 4 players now. They're going to cooperate together to take out as many Vandals as possible. The most kills will win. First place is going to get a Saber Firebird, and second place is going to get a Prospector, plus a limited edition shirt, so look forward to that. Let's see if we can sneak some ship choices on screen. I wonder if they'll show them off. Let's have a look at Terrence. Terrence is loading out a Hornet. Wow, this is a good choice versus the Vandal. So you know they're an experienced pilot if they're bringing the Anvil Hornet. to the table. This will be absolutely incredible. And they're kitting it out too, so they're not a new player. They're very familiar with the game and customizing their ship. 84Bs are particularly in the meta at the moment. Ballistic is very helpful. And in competitive fights, you want high velocity weapons like the 84Bs. Cannons go a long way if you're good at precision. Let's have a look at Stanley. We can see Stanley has also picked up a Hornet. Not sure if they've customized it yet, but I can sort of see some cannons in there. And looks like they're going to get ready up really soon. So we got 2 Hornets so far. There we go, they're readying up now. Well, I wonder what we've got here. This looks like Pudding. Yep, this is Pudding's point of view. We don't know what Pudding's running, so I guess we'll find out when we launch. That should be very interesting. Summer, another Hornet. Hang on a minute. Is there some kind of agreement going on here where everyone is running a Hornet? That would be incredible. Alright, here we go. They are launching the match. Good luck to our participants. And may the best pilot win. Incredible. That so many have chosen a Hornet. We're going to start at Security Post Korea today. We're going to test them in space combat and see how they do. And then we'll move on to Atmosphere so that they have a different environment to test themselves in. And after that, if we have time, we'll do a bonus round. So good luck, competitors. Here we go, here's Terrence and his Hornet setting up his configuration. Removing power from the coolers, you don't necessarily need that. Get some more power in your weapons. Excellent idea. Let's jump over to Stanley, who is selecting their ship. They too also spawning into the Hornet. You can see that they also understand power configuration and are setting up for maximum weapons. And now we've switched into Pudding's point of view. And here we can see a Mirai Guardian. Unbelievable. The heavy armor of the MX is not to be underestimated. It's been quite good in the overall balance changes of armor deflection. So this is wonderful to see, but no customized loadout. It's just the default CF lasers, but that may be more than enough for these Vandal fighters. But survivability is Pudding's strategy here. I absolutely love to see it. We can see some Terrence and Summer kills going on there. Fantastic. And there's our first Guardian MX kill. I love Mirai. I'm actually very partial to it, so good job, Pudding. Let's check in with Summer. Summer is running a Hornet as well. They're going a full CF energy loadout. A little bit different from our ballistic Hornets, so keen to see how this holds out. And doing very well. Getting some kills there with the Vandal. Let's see how the CFs hold up against the Glaives. They have a lot more armor, the Vandal medium fighters, so keep it up, Summer, doing great. Alright, let's jump back into Terrence here. Terrence with a fully kitted out custom ballistic Hornet. Oh, they do have some laser cannons, very interesting. So I'm guessing the laser cannons, because they are confident in their precision, are able to strip the shields very quickly with those laser cannons, and then their ballistic 84Bs are going to rip through the armor, and you just saw it on screen there. Absolute incredible performance from Terrence there. We've got another wave of Vandal coming in. Our pilots have plenty of lives. I don't think anyone's died yet. You can see the team lives up the top right there. There are 3 left. So the team as a whole has plenty of lives to survive. A lot of Vandal. We're 2 minutes into the match, and these Hornets are absolutely tearing the battlefield up. Absolutely incredible. Let's jump over now. Let's have a look at Stanley. Oh, they're in a very similar setup to Terrence. So Stanley, maybe they're friends or they share builds with each other, but they too have the laser cannons and the 84B cannons. Absolutely fantastic. Sorry, 84B Gatlings. There we go. Terrence is, maybe they're working together. Maybe they're cooperative here. Because, yeah, they definitely share the similar build for the Hornet. And they might be working together to try and get top of the board today. There we go, looking for the next Vandal to show up on radar. They're beating them as fast as they're coming. This is fantastic performance from our Taiwan pilots. Alright, let's check in with Pudding in our Guardian MX. Going fairly well, surviving quite well, able to strip the shields of the Vandal, but after that the armor takes a little bit of extra time for the MX to go through, but still, size 4 CFs are not to be underestimated. They're good, but they just take a little bit of extra time compared to our ballistic rounds. Alright, I'm just going to make sure that everyone is set up on an Ace Pilot leaderboard, so I will put you on, let's go with Summer. Enjoy Summer's performance in the Arrow. No, sorry, not the Hornet here. They have the full energy loadout. And I'm going to make sure that our administration side is all good. I'll be back in 1 minute. Alright, there we go. Everything's all good. We have a beautiful leaderboard today. I'll put it up on screen for you. So here, you can see we are competing for the Ace Pilot List. This is to get top of the Ace Pilot List leaderboard, proving you're one of the best Taiwan pilots in the Star Citizen community. Let's go back to Terrence here. There's a lot more Vandal coming in as Vandal Swarm progresses. If you're new here and you haven't seen this mode before, it's kind of like a zombie horde mode with spaceships. The Vandal are our mortal alien enemies, and as they progress through the waves, the Vandal gets stronger and stronger. So for every one they kill, the next one comes with maybe 10% or 20% more HP. Yeah, unbelievably, there's some head tracking in here. Very cool to see. These are absolutely experienced pilots. Let's jump to Stanley, see how they're doing. They've got 6 lives. No wait, is that their kills? Hold on, let me just double check. 7. Ah, no, that's the wave. Sorry, the wave is up the top right. Team lives is up the top left. I remember now. I have to go by memory on that one. I wasn't too sure. But there we go. So they're up to wave 7 now. We're 6 minutes in. And none of them have lost their team lives. Team lives up the top left there. They've got 3 left. Everyone holding their ground on the Vandal. Let's check out our Guardian MX pilot. Their shields are completely fine. They do take a lot of extra time to take down these Vandals, but this heavy fighter is all about surviving. And it's seen a little bit of light in the PvP community as well, with the heavy fighters and armor deflection coming into the game. The MX was picked up by a few friends of mine that I've seen, and yeah, they had a really good time with the MX. So good to see it. I do like being more of a survival kind of fighter myself personally, so I'm rooting for Pudding. If I had to pick one for survival, go Pudding, you got this. And Summer, this is our energy. It might be CFs. It might be no. It looks like cannons. I think it's cannons they're running. Yeah, with 63 shots on the top left. They're running a full energy cannon loadout, which is pretty strong. Like, it's definitely better than the repeaters, the laser repeaters. So having cannons here gives you a lot more capability to strip shields and get through more difficult armor, and then take out the HP. So it's really interesting to see just a couple of diverse options here. We got missiles as well, using everything at their disposal, and you should. In a co-op swarm like this, use every tool available to you, including missiles, so that if you succumb to the Vandal, you will respawn with a full load of missiles and continue dealing even more damage. So very good use of those tools. Well done, Summer. Let's jump on over here back to Terrence. Everyone racking up kills at a pretty equal pace. But Terrence here, they look very experienced with the head tracking as they flip up and over. They're keeping their eyes on the Vandal, which is critical. Oh, and you can see Pudding there and the Guardian MX. They were all chasing the same one. It's kind of cool to see this kind of event where it's a cooperative one, where everyone's trying to hold back the Vandal together as best they can. Now, one other detail that I'd like to share with you all is that we've given them a 10-minute time limit. So, we will cut them off in about 30 seconds. You can see 9 minutes 30 seconds on the timer, and then we're going to switch to our atmospheric environment. So in 30 seconds, we will ask them to just release controls and show us the leaderboard, and our staff are going to take in their kills. Alright, they're gonna check the kills now. And there we have it. We have Terrence in the lead. They have 48 kills. Then Summer with 19. And White Wolf with 15. And Pudding with 11. Alright, we'll watch how the Bar Citizen's going from here. And we'll make sure their scores are up to date.
没有，那个是大筷子，是小筷子。
Oh my goodness. I got an update. We've just been informed we're gonna have 4 new people coming. So, actually, we're getting 4 new competitors coming into this one. That's cool. We got 8 players for this. Amazing.
就是你们被派出去选东西。
Alright, they've given me the names of the players, so I'm gonna update that on our
算
side.
支出。询问要用什么船了？风要用什么船？用 F8。终于有人用不一样的了，要看看这个 U11换飞机换的道理有没有道理，对不对？从 F7换 F8到底有没有道理？多一个人吗？为什么会有5个？不是应该就你们1、2、3，然后还有风吗？哦，夜雨有，所以其实风是下一场。哎，风你是下一场。对
Yeah, so Terrence was flying the F7A Hornet. They were using 84Bs and laser cannons. Really good loadout.
有风退掉了，又有人退掉。对啊，这场应该是 LSW 阿北夜雨跟夜雨，应该这4个，然后第2场才是风夜曲小曲跟阿联。
所以现在是谁要下去？
我让风离开了。OK， 应该是这样做这4个。对，好。好，你要用什么船 ？M80。哇，有人要用 M80。你知道你现在打的是空战，不是赛船，对吧？好，那你要用什么呢？好 ，F7A， 好，阿北要用什么 ？Guardian， 好，其实 Guardian 喜欢的人蛮多的呢。对啊，那个位置都用 Guardian， 那个账号里只有 Guardian， 是不是？好，那你想用什么呢？也是 M80， 我有2个 M80哎。我们来看 M80的战斗表现怎么样。
Alright. We got our new competitors. They're loading into the game now. They're too gonna also go to Security Post Korea. We have Melanie, who's flying a Guardian MX. We've seen this before. I wonder if the weapons are different, and yes, I can see already that this is an interesting Guardian MX loadout. Melanie is running Deadbolt ballistic cannons. Now these are very strong in 4.8, extraordinarily good at taking down the HP of any target, particularly armor and the overall HP of the ship. You do need something to complement it though, to take down the shields, but honestly the Deadbolt Alpha, if you can land all of the Deadbolt cannons, will bring down shields just as quickly, if not penetrate those shields. It's a big advantage with these ballistic cannons right now. Now let's have a look at Yeyu, who's in an M80 today. Absolutely incredible new ship that's just been added this defense comp. And they're away. 10 minutes is what they've got to get as many kills against these Vendor as possible, so good luck to them. Oh, and now we can see Yeyu has gone with the M-series laser cannons. We're getting a lot of cannons coming out. That was fast. That was some good aim. So with good aim, your laser cannons, yes, they fire slowly, but with precision, you can take out targets very quickly. So very nice to see the M80 with 2 size 5s and 2 size 4 laser cannons doing very well against the Vendor. Incredible to see. Very quick shield stripper. You can see the shields going down immediately, and then the cannons do the rest of the work on the HP. What a crazy good strategy. Good luck, Yeyu. All the best on your Ace Pilotless certification. Then we've got ALSW. They are running a Hornet and a very peculiar build with only 2 weapons that I can see on the nose turret. So they're running pretty light. I wonder if that's intentional. I guess we'll see if they can find someone, and maybe if they suddenly... oh yeah, there we go. So they're just a turreted Hornet. Interesting strategy. Oh, I see ballistics. There we go. Okay, so they must have... there we go. The top left UI has come back a little bit more. They've got 84 Bs on their wings, so size 4 ballistic repeaters. And they're also comboing that with what appears to be CFs as well. Yep. So they've got the full high velocity loadout of laser and ballistic rounds. So that's also different from what we've seen. We haven't seen a full high velocity round Hornet yet, and it seems to be doing quite well. Good luck, ALSW. And here we've got Andy Wu and an M80. We have 2 mateys today in the field. This M80, let's see, this looks like a Deadbolt M80. So just like the Guardian we saw on Melanie, Andy Wu has opted for a Deadbolt build, but they're using the M80, which gives them a step up in weapons. They get 2 Deadbolts S5 that they get to use. And all it will come down to now with these Deadbolts is precision. You can see you've got to be quite good, quite precise with your shots to get the kills you need of these Vandals to score kills in our tournament. It looks quite challenging, like, yes, it's a good build, but it requires a lot of skill to land these ballistic rounds. So good luck to our pilots, keep it up. Let's jump back over here to ALSW, see how they're doing. There we go. The full repeater Hornet combo with ballistic and laser makes it a lot easier. You just spray and pray with this sort of build, which is great when you're trying to take out Vandal. There we go, great kill from ALSW, well done. Melanie, here is our Guardian MX with the Deadbolt build. Really curious to see how precise you can be with this ship. And by the looks of it, you can be very precise. Now I think the advantage comes from the maneuverability of the Guardian MX being a little bit lower than other ships. So that you can sort of take your time, get your aim up and aligned with that pit. And it sort of smooths out your input being a heavier spacecraft. Which makes it quite good for precision cannons, and that's really shining here with Melanie, so we love to see it. Keep up the good work. And then back to Yeyu and their matey. They're our laser cannon build M80. Yeyu, also very precise pilot. The laser cannons are definitely easier to sort of read and line up, and the M80 cockpit are incredibly easy to see out of. An absolute pleasure to fly the ship, and you can see it makes aiming a lot easier than the Guardian sort of view, where you've got all these nacelles around you that sort of obscure your view, but the M80 does away with all of that. Your cockpit is just open skies other than your dashboard, which gives you a lot better visibility of the battlefield, and I think that is giving you quite a big advantage here. So we're up to wave 6 of these Vendors. We're 5 minutes through, we're halfway through the match. They've got a 10-minute time limit, and then they need to stop. Absolutely amazing performance. I really like the M80. I think it's an absolutely beautiful ship. Fantastic addition to the game. And oh yeah, there you go, using some missiles as well in there. Fantastic use of all the tools at your disposal to take out these Vandal. Alright, jumping back to Andy Wu and the other M80. This is our Deadbolt M80. Precision here with such an open canopy makes it so much easier, and look at that. Fantastic. Wonderful. I'm just going to take a minute to do a note here, just for my own admin side. I'm going to help them with the scoring again at the end of this match. Alright, ALSW, we'll follow along with them for a bit and see how their Hornet is doing. It looks like it's pretty beaten up. So the Throne Prey Ballistic Laser build for the Hornet, yeah, it's really fun, and it's quite good when you get used to when to spray and when not to, but it does help in general. And we can see they just got a kill there. AL Sin, so that'll be their account. Awesome. So when that comes up on the leaderboard, I'll make sure I get all of that linked up with their score. That's gonna be great. Keep it up, ALSW. Well done. Melanie here in the Guardian MX. This is a Deadbolt build. Surprising to see the Deadbolts gimbling so much. That's actually interesting. I didn't know they could gimbal so much in the Guardian, but I can see they're using that gimbal mode to maximum effect. Trying to get a precise shot on this Vandal here. Those Vandal move around pretty erratically, but if you get it dead on and they don't move too much, you will get that kill. Keep it up, Melanie. Fantastic. We're gonna follow along with them. There they go. There we go. We got the 1 minute signal from our organisers. They'll have 10 minutes, so you can see 8 minutes 30 on our timer here. But they will actually get the full 10 minutes in Arena Commander to get as many kills as possible. Let's jump around again. Here's Yayu and their M80. They are running a laser cannon build, which has been doing very well for them. Yayu is a very precise pilot and really enjoying the open canopy of the M80. They make it look so easy. Actually, a pretty decent choice. Alright, and Yayu's using their actual account, so all of that will line up when it comes to scoring. They have 1 minute left to get as many kills as possible. Let's jump around here. Let's have a look at Andy, also in their M80, their Deadbolt M80. Throwing off a few missiles in the last minute, trying to score whatever kills they can get. And ALSW, very red in their Hornets. Hopefully they come out okay. Oh no, that's our first death of the tournament. That's alright, they'll come back with a Hornet. Keep it up, ALSW, you got this. Just respawn. It's a simulation. They will have to set their ship up, but that is time. 10 minutes is up. Time is up, and we will get their scores in just a moment. Absolutely wonderful performance. So I'm going to help the event staff update the scores. So bear with me 1 minute. Alright, we have the results in. Let's have a look at them. we'll jump back to our Bar Citizen camera, and there you can see the results in the top left. I'll make sure they can see it as well. Let me inform them. This is also a similar experience I had when I was at the China Bar Citizen in GN. I discovered that combat is really popular and it should not be underestimated. We actually, we were only expecting 4 people to show up to the Vendel co-op thing today, but we got the full 8, which was our maximum capacity. But it turns out even more people want to come along and do this. So, unsurprisingly, everyone loves the combat in Star Citizen, so we welcome you, and good luck for your Vandal Swarm today. Alright, I'm just gonna check our combat leaderboard. There we go. Now it's a monstrous list. We had a maximum capacity of 8 people, but suddenly more people want to give this a go, which is lovely to see, and we're equipped for that. So you can see Stanley, Whitefawn, ZGM, and Alan have joined our leaderboard. And I think that hopefully might launch into the SPK. That's the sort of playing field we'd love to give them a chance to work in. Winner's Circle was completely okay if they all agree to it. We did give them an atmosphere level choice, but most people have been going for the space arena vote. The space combat is just a lot more enjoyable, more maneuverable, but atmosphere has its own charms as well. It's a lot more high skill ceiling in atmosphere. Here we have Whitefawn setting up what looks to be an F8. So moving away from the more heavier ships and going for a heavy fighter. It's actually a solid choice for Vandal Swarm. It's a very good one. We've seen other heavy fighters like the M80 and the Guardian MX today, but we haven't seen an Anvil F8 Lightning. And coincidentally, Planet Ring, one of our sponsors for Taiwan Bar Citizen, is providing us a beautiful physical model for the F8C Lightning today for a first place in our racing tournament. But our combat players, they are going to win prizes from CIG. First will be a Saber Firebird, and second will be a Prospector. Alright, let's put away the leaderboard, and they're loading in now. NG Security Place Korea. Very expected map choice. We did want to give everyone a good experience with Star Citizen in space combat. Space combat, just a lot more enjoyable. Atmosphere is slow and different. Familiar, but with the spaceships you can go much faster in space, and that's really enjoyable. Alright, let's jump over here. So Whitefawn, they definitely went with their Anvil F8C here. Let's have a look with ZGM, who's on their Perseus. Oh, they've got their red paint on this time. Ah, that's beautiful. Here we go. Already locking torpedoes, ready to take out those Vandal. Fantastic. I really hope this works out. The Perseus has been such a great ship in tactical strike groups lately. It's been fantastic for taking out larger targets. The PDC is not to be underestimated, giving good fighter screen coverage. Oh, what a beautiful view of that Perseus. Oh, there we go. And we can also see ZGM in the cockpit there. Lovely, good luck. Here's Alan. They have decided to stick with their Asgard this time. They've only got 2 deadbolts, and most of their other weaponry seem to be CF lasers, so they've got a nice balanced loadout with their gunship. They'll be very tanky here. They'll be able to survive for quite a long time. And there we go, there's a kill from Alan. A fantastic start opening to the event. We can also see the Perseus has got a kill. ZGM doing very, very well for themselves. Fantastic. Let's check in with Stanley, who has chosen none other than the RSI Polaris as their anti-Vandal ship of choice. Our meme team is doing an incredible job of bringing the heaviest ships possible to a Vandal fight, and I love to see it. So their PDCs will be their main weaponry here. They'll be trying to get as close as possible to these fighters. And you can see they'll be, yes, needing to guide the Perseus into as many Vandal as possible with the hopes of claiming some PDC kills today. Unbelievable. This is a very slow capital scale ship in Star Citizen, but not to be underestimated when utilised in a team. So we got a team of heavy ships. The Polaris is by far our heaviest ship in the battlefield at the moment. You can see it's very slow and sluggish to turn, but it has a lot of automated weaponry to make up for it with those later PDCs, and you can see Vandal coming, and it's not able to scratch the Polaris at all. The shields are just too strong, and there you go, you can see the PDCs firing off there. There you go, get them PDCs! That will give the fighters some trouble. But the Vandal will never be able to kill this Polaris. It'll take them far more than 10 minutes to take the Polaris down. Good luck, Stanley. Awesome choice for our heavy class combat match today. ZGM is currently exploring their Perseus. They have switched to the gunner. So currently there's no one in the pilot seat. And they have run out into the gunner seat and are now taking out the Vandal a little more efficiently with these size 8 Medusa cannons, plus their Mantis repeaters, ballistic repeaters. This will definitely help a little bit with taking out the Vandal. The torpedoes, you need range, and the fighters will come in close to you. Yes, you have PDCs, very similar to the Polaris, but this turret is definitely going to give them a little bit more of an edge on getting some Vandal kills. So there we go. Just waiting for a Vandal to come in range, and then they will take them out. What an incredible show. Unbelievable. Yes, they do. They do, Ricky. Alright. Here's Alan and his Asgard. He's already taken pretty significant damage, it seems. So the Asgard, its shields might be its undoing. So you could see the shields going down there quite significantly to the size 5 Vandal plasma cannons. And then striking that hole, it definitely ripped through the Asgard's armor a lot more quickly than I think Alan was anticipating. But they are running a CF laser repeater build and deadbolts underneath on the nose. You can see that there. I think it was a deadbolt mixed into the top left gun as well. So they've got 3 deadbolts and the rest are CF laser repeaters. This is quite good. Compared to our capital ships who are now firing torpedoes, you saw that just then. Polaris shot off a torpedo. The guns are a lot quicker for a smaller ship, so this is definitely one of the more advantageous ships to choose of our heavier class combat pilots. We're 5 minutes in, they've got 5 minutes to go. There's CGM and this Perseus. Let's switch over to Whitefawn. Whitefawn here has picked the Anvil F8 Lightning. We'll check out their build here. We haven't actually paid too much close attention to their build, but by the looks of it, it looks like the standard Tarantula and CF loadout. No, there are laser cannons added into the mix here. So it's a ballistic cannon, and it's also lasers as well. So yeah, ballistic repeaters and laser cannons from what I can see. Again, this requires quite a bit of precision, but the F8 Lightning, it's a little bit slower to maneuver than the other fighters in the game, particularly for being a heavy fighter. So it does give you a little bit more finer control to land your precision shots, and we just saw that then. Whitefawn scoring another kill against the Vandal. Amazing. They're up to wave 7 now in Vandal Swarm. That was very fast. Well done. Keep it up, Whitefawn. jump over to Stanley now, who has now entered his Polaris turret and is just taking pot shots at random Vandal fighters. This is incredible. This is a Polaris they decided to bring to Vandal Swarm Co-op. And they're just locking whatever is like outside the range. The PDCs take care of the close range stuff, but if they can see a Vandal, they can get a lock like this. They'll fire a torpedo off and try and get a long range kill as well from an unsuspecting Vandal. There we go, they got a lock and away the torpedo goes. We'll stick around here and just see if it hits. It's tracking pretty well. So this might be a surprise killer of Vandal, particularly for the ones that are taking on a heavier targets further out, and unfortunately looks like that torpedo missed. The Vandal just have to be a little bit maneuverable to avoid these torpedoes, but Stanley not giving up here. Absolutely incredible to see. Them just throwing torpedoes until they're dry, and then they'll probably hop into a laser turret. Having absolute fun in Vandal Swarm Co-op. This is a really fun way to play the game, and to also practice just throwing torpedoes out and learning the mechanics of capital ships. This is a fantastic way to start. Alright. White Fawn's doing really great in their lightning, and we also have ZGM, and we haven't checked in for a while. They've switched to their Mantis Gatling guns, the 2 size 3s there, which are a little bit more faster at killing these fighters. Not to be underestimated, the Medusa cannons, while they have slower velocity, can take out fighters at close range, but again, the cannons are pretty slow. So you have to really wait for a fighter to sort of come at you at a really easy angle, and be quite close before the Medusa cannon rounds will hit. And there they are, firing off the Medusa cannons, trying to get a cheeky shot on one of these close-up Vandal. Keep it up, ZGM, you're doing great. Lovely, there is 1 more minute left in the match. One more minute left in the match. 10 minutes is our time limit for Vandal Swarm Co-op today. And these heavy fighters, these players that love to bring heavier fighters, gunships, capital ships, definitely they look a little bit slower to take out the Vandal compared to our fighter pilots earlier. But this looks like a lot of fun. Like just taking your favorite ship out, your Asgard, and seeing how it can hold up to these Vandal. It's really good to see, and it can just be just such a fun thing to do in Star Citizen, to throw your favorite ship into the scenario and see how it does. And the Asgard doing absolutely fine there. Yes, it's a little bit beaten up, but that armor deflection is holding most of these shots in Vandal at bay. The only thing that's really terrifying is those glaives, which you can see Alan going for. The size 5 cannon will be the thing that deals the most damage to these ships. There we go, congratulations to our Taiwan ace pilot, Terrence, with 48 kills. Absolutely outstanding effort. And in second place we had Alan with 33 kills. Fantastic job. And then our Perseus pilot, ZGN, comes in third place with 28 kills. That's not to be underestimated in Vandal Swarm Co-op, with its automated PDCs and the ability to switch to a turret. It held up and claimed a lot of Vandal kills, and well done to everyone, and thank you all for coming to participate and try out combat and Star Citizen. I hope you had a good time. And to our viewers, we are now moving on to our racing tournament. So I hope you enjoyed what you see so far, and we'll be on break for just a few minutes as we set up the race.
Hi, Cosmic.
To live. To thrive. United in purpose.
So how's that working out for you? Thought so. Don't you just love it when your united governing body retreats back to Seoul, leaving the good, hard-working folks out here to hold the line? Well, I mean, those parade uniforms aren't going to press themselves. Am I right?
Now is the time for DefenseCon 2956. It's about the crews who don't make the headlines. The pilots who don't take orders. The mechanics, the gunners, the haulers, the miners, the everyday heroes. This year, we build for them. Built by all your favorite manufacturers who understand that out here, you're your own backup. DefenseCon 2956. Stand up, and we'll stand with you.
Alright, we're back here at Taiwan Bar Citizen. They're setting up for the race. We've got 6 competitors today. I'm gonna help them all get added to it. And hopefully they all give it their absolute best as we get through 4 tracks today. 4 tracks in classic racing, and they're limited to the M50. So this is a race of skill, and it's all to compete for the grand prize of an F8C Lightning, a physical model by Planet Ring. There we go, and now our match will begin. Unfortunately, that Fury is out of power. It's not looking good, but here we go. Here's White Fawn and the M50 at Icebreaker. We are underway for our first race of Taiwan Bar Citizen. White Wolf's POV here. They are currently in 2nd place. Let's skip through here. This is ALSW. They are 5th place out of 7 here. And they're trading with our Yang Walkman. Keep it up, everyone. I can see some explosions. ALSW just exploded in their M50 there. And here we've got Lemon Black Tea in 3rd place. Unfortunately missing that crisscross checkpoint. It's a very small one, quite difficult to reach, but looks like it's registered. They just need to carry on there. Good luck, Lemon Black Tea, you got this. And then Terrence here is doing very well. I think they might be in 1st place here. They are! Absolutely powering through. We saw Terrence before. Terrence was in our Ace Pilot List tournament, and they did very well for themselves. They proved themselves a capable combat pilot, and now they're here to prove their mastery of flight in Star Citizen in a race. And they're doing very, very well here. I love to see this technique. They've got head tracking enabled as well. A solid 1 minute 30-second lap time there, opening our first lap of Icebreaker. Well done. Let's jump to White Fawn here in third place. There's only... yeah, second place is right in front of them right now. Wow, and there's a crossover M50. That will be Terrence zooming around for their second lap. I do like that about Icebreaker. It adds a little bit more danger. And Arena Commander is just a simulation, so having a crossover like that is kind of a little bit more fun. I don't think we've ever had a record collision in the racing history. Just a lot of near misses like that in that crossover section. Oh, White Fawn, look out for that building! Having a little bit of trouble there. White Wolf VM taking it a lot more easy in third place, coming up on them just behind here, beginning their second lap in the M50 and taking it a bit easier there. ALSW in last place. They are struggling around the track, but pulling the M50 around for a 2 minutes 41 second lap there. But the M50, this is a difficult ship. It's very challenging to fly. And as you can see from our point of views here, it pulls a lot. If you're not experienced with the back-swept wings, the flight model here will punish you. It requires a lot of practice and mastery to get the M50 around the track in atmosphere without it bucking and losing control. So it's a really good test of challenge, like how good your knowledge is of Star Citizen and how good your mastery of the flight model is. Here's Terrence once again. This is our first place player at the moment. They're on their final lap here. And they're about 1/3 of the way through the track, so they've still got the back straight to do. And then they'll do the crossover and come through the start-finish line to complete their journey. But they're doing remarkably well here. Keep it up, Terrence. And White Fawn in second place here, coming around for their final lap, bringing it home into the last couple of checkpoints. Absolutely incredible performance today. Alright, White Wolf is in third place here, bringing it around to the start-finish line, just taking it a little bit easier than before. Good to see that their engines are at maximum. And that's Terrence there, coming through in first place. And White Wolf switching to fourth there on their final lap there. The match will end in 100 seconds, so all of our players at Taiwan have 100 seconds to complete this icebreaker match. A 2 minute 25 second from our Yang Walkman. Really good effort on their final lap. Can they complete a 90-second lap? We'll see. Maybe they've just warmed up and they can get through with their M50 much faster this time. Lemon Black Tea in 5th place, still hanging in there. Struggling with those smaller checkpoints. I did too when I was beginning racing. It was really tough learning to race and watching our pros do what they do. So actually, the M50, it's a challenge for anyone, even the most experienced pilot. And I really appreciate everyone giving it their absolute best today. Icebreaker, it's a nice thick atmosphere, so you're a lot slower, but you will feel the effects of the atmospheric pull and the backswept wings. Let's have a look here. White Fawn in second place, bringing it home for their final lap. Good job, well done White Fawn. Our second place finisher today. Well done. Bringing up the rear, we've got White Wolf B in here. Taking it a little bit slower, a little bit easier. You can see they're doing a lot of yaw turning, which is a really nice safe way to fly this ship. 15 seconds to go. I don't know if they're going to make it across the finish line, but we will hope that they do. Our match is just about to end. We got another finisher there, and we'll get the leaderboard results in just a minute. And rank everyone on our own leaderboard here. Well done, everyone. Good start to the race. Alright, results are on screen. So there we go. We had Terrence finish in first place, and racing on Stanley's account was White Fawn in second place. And in third place we had Lemon Black Tea, followed by ALSW, and then Yayu's account was raced with White Wolf BM, and then our Yang Walkman in sixth place. That's our first match. The next track that we're going on to, let's have a look. Alright, and here we go. The race is underway. We're at Lawville outskirts. We've got White Fawn's point of view. We've got White Wolf's point of view. They're back. ALSW. And our Yang Walkman. And two more to go. We've got Lemon Black Tea here, currently in second place, doing very well for themselves. And Terrence, all battling for first and second here. Terrence and Lemon Black Tea. We love to see it. Terrence, we just saw put their engines to maximum there. That's very important in racing. You want to be going with a maximum thrust, maximum power all the time. So hopefully that helps that situation. White Fawn with a crash there, unfortunate. It's quite challenging. And White Wolf BM here, taking it easy. This is a pretty difficult track. Lawville outskirts has a few tight sections, like the rocks that Lynn's Nation fondly calls the Fists of Ruit. And then we've got the Juggernaut Bend here. But this is, again, another XGR community racetrack. And I love the XGR community. They came up with a lot of amazing time trials style tracks. Oh, unfortunate crash from White Wolf there. But that's alright. They've got to get their ship up and running. And there you go. You can see they will be okay. Hang in there, White Wolf. You got this. And the other challenging part about this track is, as you can see, the gates here. The geometry is very thin and dangerous, and you've got to nail these cranes and gateways with open space, as much clear air as you can, because there's some other sneaky geometry in there, like cranes and other I-beams. You can see a cross-beam here in the middle of this one. That makes it really difficult. And you can see our Yang Walkman having to weave through there, doing their absolute best. Incredible effort for 6th place, just hanging in there. Getting a bit confused with the marker, and unfortunately having a crash there. We do have a finish. It looks like Lemon Black Tea crashed on the start-finish line as well, but is going to hopefully take 2nd place here. They're not being too closely followed by anyone at the moment, but that's alright. Terrence here once again, proving that they are the speed demon of Taiwan, getting another 1st place here. Well done. Incredible show of flight mastery here. Well done, Terrence. Lemon Black Tea coming home with that 2nd place. Incredible effort there. And here we've got our Yang Walkman. Pulling up in the rear in 6th place. They've got 60 seconds to get as much progress through the track done as possible. These rocks are very difficult. Unfortunately it gets a lot of pilots there, even myself when I was learning this track. Very difficult section to get the angle and open space right on. A very good opening, challenging checkpoint. Alright, and here is ALSW. They've got 30 seconds to do as much as they can. They've got head tracking as well, which is really nice. They're getting into it. But that ground catches up to you if you let it. And that has claimed ALSW, currently in 4th place, with 19 seconds to get as much progress as they can. Alright, a 8 seconds left. Here is White Wolf BM's point of view. It looks like they're just giving up on the last few seconds. They're just coming to a stop, pulling to the side of the track. And there we have the finish. So well done for our second round at Louisville Outskirts at Taiwan Bar Citizen. Here are our results. Hello everyone listening in. We've just got our results in. So here we go. We've got Terrence pulling more points in their second round at Louisville Outskirts. Absolutely incredible performance. Lemon Black Tea scoring up to 9 points for their second match now. ALSW in third with 7 points. And Waifon, 6 points in 4th place. And Ao Yang Wolfman with 4 points in 5th, equal with White Wolf BM also with 4 points. Keep it up, competitors. Alright, we're getting ready to launch in here and get underway. Launching into the snake pit. This is our round 3 for the Taiwan Bar Citizen Tournament. Everyone has to race M50s, so it's just a race of skill. And they're all fighting for an F8C model given by and generously donated by Planet Ring. Incredible 3D model printers. They do lighting, they do pre-painted, pre-constructed models. Absolutely recommend checking them out. I bought one myself. I saw it when I was at the Xi'an Bar Citizen as well. And they're here at Taiwan Bar Citizen giving incredible prizes for a wonderful community event. Alright, race is underway. Here's White Fawn's point of view. A lot of M50s crashing into that sandbank. It is not an easy track. But White Fawn not giving up. Everyone absolutely giving it their all to push this very difficult racing ship around a challenging, narrow sandbank racetrack. Let's jump into White Wolf's point of view. Also struggling to get that M50 around the track. ALSW taking it a bit easier. One checkpoint at a time. We love to see it. Ao Yang also struggling with the M50. It hits the ground very easily. You've got to keep it afloat in here. And one of the tricks to mastering Snake Pit is knowing that all the checkpoints are at the same elevation. Once you understand that, then it becomes a matter of how good you are with the precision and control of your craft to keep it at the same elevation. And you can see that here through Lemon Black Tea's point of view, who understands that. Unfortunately clipped a little bit of the crane there in 3rd place, but holding their M50 through the racetrack as best they can. Getting past there. Here's Terrence's point of view. Definitely understands this as well. You can see they're using head tracking to a maximum effect here. Just gently pushing the ship through, but unfamiliar with the racing in such a tight racetrack. This is why it is a pro level racing track, because even for our most experienced combat pilots, this pushes your ship and your mastery of flight to your absolute limit. That's why XGR love it so much. That's why we love it at NZS so much. A beautiful shot there, coming out of Emerald Avenue. And inside, this is the 2nd lap for Terrence, I believe. Let's jump into White Fawn's point of view, taking it a little bit more easier now. Good to see them just going straight for the middle of checkpoints, but that drift will catch you off. Another unfortunate crash there. White Wolf BM taking it a bit easier, using precision mode to get a better view, which is not a bad idea. In some situations, precision mode can benefit racing. Having a better view is more important. Oh, a big collision there from a couple of our racers. Oh my goodness. Let's jump to Lemon Black Tea's point of view. Currently in 3rd place. But that M50, it drifts a lot and you will lose control of it if you're not managing that main centric thrust as you drift around Snake Pit. Other interesting things that make this a little bit more challenging is that Snake Pit is located on Clio. It's a moon of Microtech, so it's low gravity, it's thinner atmosphere, So that's why you're seeing the M50 drift a lot around all of these turns. So you'll see our more experienced pilots like Terence, who have just finished in first place. Congratulations there, Terence. Wonderful performance. You are doing so well for yourself, and you can see him anticipating the corner and putting the engines ahead of the corner so that he can push the ship around a lot better. That's what we want to see. That's what makes you worthy of being at the top of the ace pilot list here at Taiwan Bar Citizen. Jumping into Lemon Black Tea's point of view, and 4th place, just cruising around now. I think they're starting to get used to the difficulty of this racetrack and the challenge the M50 brings. Everyone's doing that same yaw drifting strategy. We love to see it. Getting our finish there. They've got 60 seconds to finish out as much progress as possible. We're getting a lot more finishes this round, so the track, it's a lot shorter. And there's less ground to cover, so everyone should have a good chance of finishing today. Wonderful, a lot of solid finishes there. ALSW struggling to bring it home. That is very difficult though, racing the M50 on this track. So good on you for keeping going, not giving up. You're on your final lap. Let's see if you can bring it home. Our Yang Walkman in 5th place, bringing up the rear. Oh, maybe only just scoring that checkpoint with a little wing clip there. But it's difficult. Snake Pit is not an easy racetrack. On their final lap, 65 seconds to go. We'll see if we can get a good leaderboard going. There we go. See if we can catch the leaderboard. Here we go. We got it. Alright, and that's the scores up to date. That's how everyone's standing is going at round 3. Oh, wonderful. Alright, and I've got word that we are starting our next track. Our next one is going to be at Yara Valley. Also another professional racing track. We saw this at Crux Cup, we see it at XGR. This is also a CIG original track. It's a very, very cool racetrack. So let's see how they do today. We're gonna jump in. They're loading in right now. This is for all the money. This is for the F8C Lightning model. Our final round at Taiwan Bar Citizen. A race at Yara Valley, and they are warming up. They're just about to get underway. And already I can tell this is going to be a very dangerous race. So good luck to everyone. All the best. And you're challenging for that F8C Lightning. Away they go. Power to maximum. Some shit's pulling ahead. Taking an early lead there. A couple of crashes. That devastating first turn. This is the most Star Wars-like set track that I've seen. It's kind of like Tatooine. Yara Valley is absolutely stunning out in the desert, and here it has very challenging sections, just like the Star Wars movie itself. Incredibly difficult for the M50 to get around, so you have to be very experienced with your M50, and that's why we've left the Yara Valley for last, because we want to see our true speed demons, the ones that really understand the flight model, get through this track and succeed today. So keep it up, everyone. We're on White Fawn now, taking it easy. I think they've learned from Snake Pit that the yaw strategy, taking it nice and easy is the way here. Going from checkpoint to checkpoint, gracefully going through in 4th place. We love to see it. Terence here has been our 1st place pilot. They're battling with 2nd and 1st right now, coming through the chicane up to the end, completing their first lap, and there is someone right next to them, so we'll go through the cameras and see if we can find out who that is. White Fawn in 4th place there, making their way through the chicane. We've got White Wolf BM here in 2nd place. They're the one challenging Terence right now, so White Wolf has suddenly had a spurt of confidence. We love to see this, where you don't have such a strong start, then you come in and you do really well at the end. So what White Wolf definitely has a lot more confidence going into his second lap with a 2-minute lap there. And then we've got ALSW coming through the chicane. It looks like they've been struggling with their first lap, doing their absolute best. They keep it up, ALSW. Our Yang Walkman pulling up the rear as well in 6th place, taking a little bit more easy. Starting to get a bit more used to the M50, but it is a struggle. That M50 is really hard to master. But keep it up, our Yang. Don't give up. One of the biggest killers of Yara Valley here is overspeed, as you can see. If you go too fast and forget to pre-maneuver here, you'll overshoot. That's one of the biggest killers of Yara Valley. Oh, a lovely shot there, M50 pulling through. Let's have a look here. White Wolf also coming through to heaven here as well in 2nd place. Doing very well. I love that roll technique. That's quite common in pro races as well. Lemon Black Tea here is in 3rd place. Coming up to heaven as well, doing the best they can. Terrence is in our 1st place position. They've been our top combat part of the day, and their experience is really showing here for the final race in Yara Valley as well. But they are taking it a little bit easier, just making sure they hit checkpoint to checkpoint. They've got to hold this lead to win the most points to win that F8C model. Utilizing head tracking to maximum effect. That is fantastic. That is making life so much easier for Terrence. He's on his final lap now, bringing it home through heaven. Let's see if he can hold it all the way to the finish line. We'll watch him do heaven, and then we'll jump out and see how our others are doing. Look at that. That's a master of Star Citizen flight right there. That's what we like to see. And that's what we want to see in our pro races and our speed demons of Taiwan. Well done, Terrence. Looks like you're going to secure that 1st place just fine. Lemon Black Tea here is bringing up 3rd place. Also has been doing incredibly well. They were in 2nd for a little while, so someone has jumped in ahead of them. There's Terrence finishing the lap. Congratulations, Terrence. Absolutely going to bring home a lot of points for that final. I believe you're taking the F8C Lightning home today. Really well done. There he is. He's crossed the finish line. Let's have a look at ALSW, how they're doing. Taking it a little bit easier. This is a very difficult chicane at the end of the track. They're in 5th place. Our Yang Walkman, unfortunate crash there, pulling up the rear in 6th place. It's a very difficult ship to fly, the M50, but one of the great things about Yara Valley is that it's on Daymar. Daymar is a moon of Crusader. It has thinner atmosphere, and you can see the M50 responds a little bit better in here with thinner atmosphere. You don't get the fighting as much as you do in other racetracks with the backswept wings, so the aero model is much more forgiving here. You do just drift a lot more, and that you have to really compensate for. 56 seconds to get as much progress through the track as possible. Everyone's doing great. We've got Lemon Black Tea coming through in their final lap. This is the final chicane of Yara Valley. Well done on your 3rd place here. It looks like you are going to get that just fine. Bring it home. There you go. There's the finish line. And he's through. Well done, Lemon Black Tea. White Wolf BM coming through. They're our 2nd place finisher today. And it looks like they're just keen to do more laps. Well done. Incredible to see you go from 0 to hero in this racing tournament. They finished last in the first couple, and they've come out with 2nd place in the final. That's a great way to finish the event. Well done, White Wolf BM. Our Yang Walkman pulling up the rear in 6th place. I believe that's the last lap. 3 seconds left, and then we're going to get the results. And there we go, we have the results of our tournament. We'll put them up on stream for everyone. In 1st place, winning the F8C Lightning from Planet Ring is Terrence. Well done! Absolutely stellar performance today in both our Combat Ace Pilot List tournament and the Speed Demon List tournament. You are a master of Star Citizen. Incredible effort today. Well done. You're gonna take home a Saber Firebird and an F8 Sea Lightning, physical model from Planet Ring, so well done. And in second place we got Lemon Black Tea. And in third place we got White Wolf BM. And in fourth place, White Fawn. Fifth place, ALSW. And sixth place, Our Yang Walkman. Unbelievable effort, everyone. Well done. Thank you so much to all the Taiwan pilots that volunteered to participate today in the tournament. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you do it again. And we really enjoyed having you.
Cat night, Cosmic.
To live, to thrive, united in purpose.
So how's that working out for you? Thought so. Don't you just love it when your united governing body retreats back to Sol, leaving the good, hard-working folks out here to hold the line? Well, I mean, those parade uniforms aren't going to press themselves. Am I right?
Now is the time for DefenseCon 2956. It's about the crews who don't make the headlines. The pilots who don't take orders. The mechanics, the gunners, the haulers, the miners, the everyday heroes. This year, we build for them. Built by all your favorite manufacturers who understand that out here, you're your own backup. DefenseCon 2956. Stand up.
and we'll stand with you.
Cat night, Cosmic.
To live, to thrive, united in purpose.
So how's that working out for you? Thought so. Don't you just love it when your united governing body retreats back to Seoul, leaving the good, hard-working folks out here to hold the line? Well, I mean, those parade uniforms aren't going to press themselves. Am I right?
Now is the time for DefenseCon 2956. It's about the crews who don't make the headlines. The pilots who don't take orders. The mechanics, the gunners, the haulers, the miners, the everyday heroes. This year, we build for them. Built by all your favorite manufacturers who understand that out here, you're your own backup. DefenseCon 2956. Stand up, and we'll stand with you.
Cosmic.
Yes, we are live here in Taiwan Bar Citizen, and they're just about to do the award ceremony. We've just had our Ace Pilot list and our Speed Demon list tournament, awarding the best pilots and in the game, combat and racing. We're going to give the mic over to Jay, and we'll also bring up the results for him.
等一下马上要进行颁奖跟抽奖环节咯，所以大家赶快醒来。不要错过抽奖。好，那我们就来颁奖。首先，我们要先颁空战的。那我们这边可以看到空战的排名表，第一名就是我们的 Terrence。来，请 Terrence 上来领取你的第一名奖项。游戏里的 Saber Firebird，OK？、好，那就恭喜你。好，那我们先讲一下这个卡下面这个红布贴着的就是这一艘船兑换的序号。那撕掉之后，这张卡你还可以留着做纪念。好，所以等一下你们就是把它压住，然后撕开，就可以了哦。好，那我们再来进到第二名，那就是阿联1483。我们的阿联，对阿联，恭喜你，第二名赢得小矿船，发家致富就靠这一艘了。好，恭喜你，恭喜你，谢。好，那剩下的所有第3名之后的玩家都会得到一件这个 Echo 他们的 T 恤。
他需要把他们所有人都要跟我们加 Discord， 或者是至少
之后用寄的嘛。
就是他们会有一个 link， 然后你要去购买。
哦，好，
就是点一下，
了解。
有一个 link， 他们点进去会免运费，他们就是直接会寄送到上面。
哦，了解。所以所有这些剩下的参赛人员。可以等一下找燕加 Discord， 然后呢就会给你一个连结，到时候直接到 Echo 他们的商店，你就会免运费、免费，然后这样子购买，他们就会寄给你这样子。OK， 然后你们在游戏内也会领到那个游戏内 Echo 他们专属的那个外观，很帅的一套赛车手的衣服。好，那我们就准备进到赛船的颁奖。那我们现在就进到我们的赛船的排名。那第一名仍然是 Terrence， 但是那赛船的第一名是这一个 F8 的模型。那我们的 Terrence 呢，因为他说他除了奥丁之外，他这个其实也已经买了，所以他。对吧？
我没有资格啊。
哦，没有资格不会影响你。
我买不到。
所以你看，他不是不买，他是买不到。哦。
还是可以看一下这个就是你的出来。
侦测到眼睛。好，那因为 Terrence 他已经有了，所以他决定直接把这个往后延到，就是送给下一个参赛者。所以我们会有请第2名的红茶。来上场里这个已经组好的 F8 模型，其实你才真正第一名，那个偷练的不算。对，恭喜你！好，恭喜你，恭喜你！
好，那稍等一下哦，红茶，请等一下。那因为第2名，你看一下你那张卡片后面有需要留下你这一次的门票号码，还有 Discord 的 handler， 还有各种 email 资讯。麻烦你先去旁边填好，以后待会拿回来给我们，我们会把它照相留存。以后呢，我们之后会再跟你联系，确定说，等他们要发货的时候来确定说你有没有搬家或者资讯上的改变。 那之后你就要进行清关动作，他们就会帮你寄到台湾来，所以可能要请你先去旁边填一下资讯给我们，谢谢。
好，那这边就说一下，大家如果有兴趣，就是要买新环重工的这个模型，处理的方式基本上是一样，大家就是到时候扫那个 QR code， 就会到他们的淘宝页面，就可以直接下单。那这东西是预购，预购会有奖励，就是这个水晶的这个展示品。那他们6月多的时候就预计要出货了，所以大家要记得留好你的门票，因为你的门票可以帮你打折，会有9折。所以大家到时候就是在淘宝的界面直接传你的门票给他们看，你就可以获得那个折扣。好，那我们继续进到第3名之后的，那第3名之后的参赛者就是跟我们刚刚的情况一样，就是留下你的 Discord， 然后所有的那些 T 恤还有游戏内的服装，我们就会用对应的方式寄给大家。好，那就进到最重要的抽奖环节了，因为这个就是跟大家都相关，而且这次有非常多的奖品，感谢我们的 CIG 和白狼大大。Okay, so we're moving on to the lucky draw. 那我们先抽什么呢？
Lucky draw
是不是
time。
先抽 Aurora 吗？从最小骚的开始抽吗？
可以啊。
OK， 我跟 Echo 讲一下。Okay, Echo, we're going to start with the 2 Aurora Mark II. So so do we spin for 1 or do we spin 2 at the same time? Do we spin twice or do we spin out 2? Okay, we'll spin 1 and then time. 好，那我们这边就先抽出第一艘的由白狼提供的极光 Mark II。Okay, here we go. First one. 那大家都可以直接等一下就会看到画面上有你的参加的号码，所以40号是谁？赶快看一下你的门票。40号是谁？啊，什么看？你们报到的时候的那张门票，在你们的 email 里面会有一张图片，点开有 QR code 那些就是你的门票。所以你知道是谁哦？他就叫3倍数，3倍数，40号3倍数是哪一位？可以什么？带领可以啊，可以啊。他本人不在是不是？好，那谁要帮他带领一下？好的，好的，好的。没关系，你先帮他领，然后之后我们再找他就好。你先帮他拍照就好。好，那这一张也是 Aurora 的这个图片。好，那等一下领奖找我们提供的白狼大大，
好像是我跟你一样，
就是你，
开心。
你可以不用告诉他。好，那我们进到第2艘。Okay, we can move on to the second spin. 好，那我们就准备转出第2位 Aurora 的得奖者。我也还没有这艘船。哦，它停在了25，有没有人知道谁是25？你是，好，请上来，恭喜你。Johnny 嘛，是吗？伟伟嘛，好，还好，避免了一个尴尬的情况。恭喜你，恭喜你，恭喜你拿到这个 Aurora 新船。好，恭喜你，谢谢。好，那我们下一艘应该是 Clipper 吧？如果按照 size 的话，感觉是 Clipper 比较小艘吗？还是后 B 比较小艘？Clipper 好，我还没看过后 B， 我是一个云玩家。好，那我们下一个抽出后 B， 也是由白狼大大提供的。Okay, we can move on to the next spin. Thank you, Echo. 好，我们来看看谁拿到运货神器后 B。后 B 可以降落体积品。哦哟，不错不错。
Lucky number
23 谁是23？Kobe 吗？那你没有理由不玩这游戏了。以后小猪会常常联系你，帮他运货。来，恭喜后逼。以后我们的，对啊，以后我们的行动就靠你运了。对，好，那下一招应该就是 Clipper 了吗？好，下一个就 Clipper 吧。那这个非常适合单人的一艘船，我们来看看。Okay, we can move on to the next one, which is Clipper. 这里面有可以制造类似像武器之类的东西的制造台，还有医疗床，还有一个很丑的外观。你可以帮我买
Lucky number 34.
34号 ，Tiger， 来吧，Tiger， 以后就靠你了，缺枪就靠你做了。这是一艘单人船，这是 CIG 提供的 Clipper， 对。好，那恭喜 Tiger， 帮他把那条撕掉。好，那我们下一艘进到
差不多啊。你们想先抽哪一个？
你们想先抽 Argo Moth 还是 Argo 的打捞船，还是 RSI Hermes 一艘 Hermes 算什么？货运船吗？我们刚刚抽一个货运了，我们来抽打捞吧。好，我们来抽打捞，这一个3人打捞船，没错，要抽到有朋友的人。OK，we're moving on to the next one。也许你有了这艘船，你就会有朋友啦，对不对？好，我们来看看
And
哦
that's lucky winner number 4.
我比较想知道谁是3，看难不难过。好，谁是
Wait,
3号
that's me.
？It's Echo。
Wait, this is rigged. Rigged.
Echo, you got it. So what are we gonna do?
Pass it on, please. No, pass it on. Let's give it to someone else.
Pass it on, okay. So spin again then. 那 Echo 要给出来的时候，我们就再转一次，看会不会是3。哦，不对，33哦，33。
33.
那什么，好，恭喜你。那个你有朋友吗？有，好，那就没问题了，恭喜你。你需要3个，哦，恭喜你。好，那我们下一艘就是 Hermes 了，
没错，
货船。好，这个就不需要朋友了吧？好，送货可能要，因为要搬那个箱子很累，对。Okay, we're moving on to the next one, which is Hermes. 这艘货船有什么亮点？它跑很快啊
Oh, lucky number 19.
！19，好，恭喜你，恭喜！好，恭喜你，谢谢。好，喘口气，我们还剩下2个都是大奖。那我们先抽 CIG 提供的白狼提供的 F8吧。
没有，这个是
这 CIG
重工。
这循环重工的模型。好，那我们先抽这个模型。那这个模型会是还没有组好的，所以你可以体验到自己组的过程。但是它也已经有上色，然后也有灯组什么的。OK， 所以就是你只需要自己动手就可以了。好，那我们就进到下一个吧。Okay, we move to the next one, which is the FA model. 然后我们来看看谁可以带走第2个模型。
Oh, lucky number
1是
1.
谁？这个是根据报名的顺序吗？哦，谁是第1个报名的？这你的哦。
Rigged.
那
Totally rigged.
That is Ian, so we're gonna pass it on. Can we spin again?
Absolutely, we can. It's our lucky day, though. We'll take the
对啊
luck.
，Ian 是第一个报名。17，
17.
谁是17呢？17，哎，恭喜你！你喜欢组模型吗？好的，恭喜你。加油！好，那我们就来到白狼大大提供的最大奖，来，白狼这个得你来搬。来，哦，丁马对不对？那是我们的铁甲船 Assault， 这艘船现在很有用啊，可以攻击，可以载货，可以停船，非常不能跳星门。那不需要跳星门。好，那我们就来抽。Okay, Echo, we're moving on to the last one, which is the Ironclad Assault. 来，这个我们来看看会不会是白狼抽到呢？其实一切都在你计算之中，对不对？
Lucky number
3号
3.
谁是第3个报名的呢？恭喜！来，白狼，你来搬吧。才可以退票，对，你可以有2艘，恭喜！那都走完了，都办完了，好，那就结束。
现在已经合照，大家可以合照。
那要是坐那还是要上？
坐这跟 Echo 一起合照。
大家一起上来这，我把那个镜头撤掉。好，那这个交给我去做。
好，那我们现在今天最后呢，因为我们待会大家就准备就是各自可以各自玩，然后要尝试机器也可以尝试。那在最后我们结束前呢，我们先让我们跟今天的主持人还有 Echo 还有所有的人一起拍一张合照，好不好？那要麻烦所有在现场的人都要中间跟我们集合一下。那就由我们的摄影师来帮我们拍一张合照。对。然后出号机可能要麻烦控制一下。OK, we are done with the photo. Yeah. And
我讲一下那个抽到的高。
OK， 所有抽到白狼送的船的呢，记得去就是好玩的频道找白狼，或者是现在直接来找白狼，白狼就会把船给你们了。And thank you, Echo. Thank you for everything.
There was just some comms there from event staff. They're very grateful. They're moving on to a free chat section of the Bar Citizen. So we're going to close and wrap things up here. Thank you everyone for tuning in to NZ Racing, tuning in to Taiwan Bar Citizen. That was a lot of fun. I hope you all had a lot of fun watching them compete for the Ace Pilot List and the Speed Demon Tournament. I will see you all next time. Thank you so much, and we love you very much, and it's at race day yet. Bye bye everyone.